Good day to you all. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how to play video files on control client. Before checking video files, please make sure the recording schedule has been configured on the web client. Alright, let's get it on. First, still monitoring and click Playback type icon. You can search video files by camera or areas for the regular playback. Just double click the area, or maybe you can click a certain camera. Okay, so for each layout, for each screen, by default, the video footage of today's video files of the selected cameras will be played. And the layout supports up to 16 channels. All right, 16 channels. You can click the calendar icon to set the accurate time, for example, 20, and 2 and 30, okay. Okay, so this is how you find the accurate time to check the video files. All right, and you will see the date with the video files will be marked with a triangle. All right, if you want to search video files yesterday, just like we did, so click and set the accurate time here. Okay, so yes, here you go. If you need to filter the recording tab, for example, event-based recording, click the filter condition on the left bottom, event-based. Right, so how about the auxiliary storage? Okay, yes, we have. All right, so why can't I search the event-based video files for the e-stick camera? Is because that this event-based recording schedule has been well configured on the web client. If you have the backup storage, then you can click the filter and check the storage location for priority playback. So by default, it is main storage, but if you have backup, then you can choose auxiliary storage. Okay. All right. So this is about the backup files. And the footage now actually we're seeing is from the auxiliary storage. All right. And if you want to play the video footage of different cameras synchronously, please click the synchronous playback on the left bottom. Okay. All right. So here you go. You can check the time now, actually almost the same. And also, for example, if you want to add a tag for the video file to mark the important time point so that you can click add a tag. All right, just like the last part, so that we can search the video files very quickly. For example, tag 2. So if you give them a name, then you can also tap the keywords like tag 2 when you search it, and we will check it later. And also, still the cute icons, add a lock. Lock the video file to avoid deleting the important video files and to protect the video files from being overwritten when the HDD is full. All right, click Save. All right, if you want to export the video files of the camera and save them to your PC or connected device, you can click Export and click here to add it to the time duration, or maybe you can click the calendar here and then choose the file type MP4, AVI, and EXE. So are the files that you can choose to save. So first one, MP4. For MP4 format, you can choose to set encryption, password or not. So let's try the MP4 without password first. All right, and then EXE format, and then MP4 with encryption password. So I need to tap the password, and after I click Save, when I play the video, I also need to tap the password. Okay, so to make it more safer. And also we have an exe format. For exe format files, the video files and also the VS Player are packaged into one exe file. You can also choose to set the encryption, but okay, I will skip this part and click Save. So after downloading, I need to double click the exe file and the VS Player will be launched. So let's check it one by one. Okay, so you can click and we can find the video files downloaded in the task center and double click. All right, so you will see a thumbnail picture and also you will see the VS Player has been packaged. So let's double click. All right, so you'll see the VS Player launch and this is exe format. All right, and now let's check the MP4 format. Okay. The video files will be played. All right, and this is about the MP4. So let's go on. So you may wonder that this is how you export the video files one by one, but also we provide the icons in batch. So if you're checking the video files of 2 or more cameras, you want to export the video files to your local PC in batch, then you can click Export. All right, and add it to the time duration, okay, and choose the file type, MP4, exe, and click Save. You can also go to the Task Center to find the saving path for the video files. So, all right, let's go on with the cute icons on the toolbar. Frame extracting playback, which means that extract frames from the video and play the extracted images one by one. It is used for the low network bandwidth, and you can check the lower bitrate consumed by clicking health monitoring icon. And by the way, you can also find the camera status here, for example, frame rate, resolution, and connection number, and so on. So this is some basic and informational key parameters of the cameras. Okay, so if you do not need some certain icons, you can go to the settings to customize the icon toolbar just like we did in the live view part. All right, this is basically how you check the video footage in the monitoring part. And if you want to search the video footage of the devices or maybe a certain cameras, please go to the video search to search the files stored on local device or recording server. Okay. The video footage search, you can search video footage by tags or not. Okay, you can see it here. And add it to the time period first for today, and then choose the cameras of a certain site. All right, so here you go. This matched video files can be sorted by camera or time. And if you don't prefer the video files displayed with the thumbnail, you can click here, Show List, to have a switch. And if you need to play the video footage, you can click the tab range and see the footage in view. You can also perform some icons features like capture, menu recordings, and even export, add a tag or lock. Okay. If you want to download multiple pieces of video footage, you can check the check boxes, 1, 2, 3 maybe, and then click Export here, and the control client will do batch operations for you. All right, and save. Okay, so you may notice that we have a tag option here. So if you still remember the tag name, or manually added tag or event alarm tag, so I think should be tag 2 or 1. So if you cannot remember the accurate name, then you can just type some keyword maybe. All right, here we go. So this is for the IP camera though. You can perform the operations just like we mentioned, and I think the tag function is really helpful for you when you have so many video files to check. So it's very quickly to search, and you don't have to have the perfect match, just like fuzzy match. Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce this cute option here. You can click it to switch the search condition, including the stream tab and storage location on the current site. Or if you have the central server or remote server, you can even search the video files from the remote server. But anyway, you can have a switch for the main substream and main or auxiliary storage of the devices. And but of course, if the configured stream type or storage location is not supported, it will not take effect. So, all right, this is the part for video footage search. And also, you can try the VCA search to search video files where the event occurs. And the VC events include dynamic analysis, line crossing, and intrusion. Well, please make sure your devices also support this function. So maybe we can try dynamic analysis. Sorry. All right, so this is the matched videos happened with the dynamic analysis. And if you want to edit the roles, then click clear, or maybe you can try line crossing like this. Okay, all right. You can also do the play operation or download operation just like we did to the matched video files. So for VCA search, I think you may also notice that we have a VCA icon displayed in the playback part. So click it and the page will jump to the VCA search page. So this is also a quick icon to help you to search the matched video files based on the VCA roles. And sometimes you may see the VCA rule displayed on the live view and playback image. For example, a line, the crossing line or detection area. So for my demo server, I don't have this rule display here, but I have this cute, the highlight, flickering all the time. So if you want to switch off these settings, maybe switch on and switch off, then you can click the settings icon and the page will jump to the basic video part. All right, so we will talk something about the general settings and video settings. So in the system page, we have the general settings, the basic video settings, alarm sound settings, health monitoring settings, and even the screen position and home page mode. So let's talk from the general parameters first. You can set the frequently used parameters here, including the network performance and client display mode and some logging settings. So the first one, network timeout. The default waiting time for the control client. The operations will be regarded as failure if no response within the configured time. The minimum default waiting time of the interactions between the control client and system is 30 seconds. The minimum time between system server and the device is 5 seconds. So you can decide to extend the interactions time based on your network. Maximum mode. Maximize or full screen. For selecting maximize, the client will be maximized and task will be displayed. For full screen, the client will be displayed in full screen mode. So let's try full screen. Okay, so you'll see that the live image are displayed with the full screen. All right. Time zone. You can set time as the device time or client time. The device time, the control client will adopt the time of the time zone where device locates in. client time, the control client, except the video analysis modules will adopt the time of the time zone while the PC running the control client locates in. So this is normally for the country or region who has that multiple time zones, and also for the time difference. If you switch on time difference, the time zone information will be displayed on the time. Alright, and large-scale display mode. To improve the resource operation efficiency, if there is one resources tab with more than 15 resources, you can switch on large-scale display mode. In this mode, the resources in the system will not be loaded when launching the control client for the time-saving reason, so it will cost time when searching a device in the resource list. Notification for improper resolution. Enable or disable the pop-up window, which notifies that the current resolution of the display screen is improper for the control client. Right? So click Save to save the settings. This is for the general settings, and now let's go on with the basic video settings. The window division for mainstream, when the number of divided windows is smaller than the number you set, the video will display by mainstream. Otherwise, the video will be performed like substream. Bandwidth. Set the bandwidth upper limit for downloading video from the P-Store server, which is used as a recording server for storing video files and pictures. But if there is no P-Store connected in your system, you can skip the option. Alright, display. First, font size, standard or large, to adjust the font size of contents in resources, views and favorites. Second, display the window division, view scale. You can choose the original resolution or full screen as the image display mode. And display the VCE role. We've mentioned in the playback part, switch on and off to enable or disable the crossing line or the detection area on the image. Video cache. Larger frame caching will result in better video performance. It is determined based on network performance, computer performance, and bitrate. So if you do not like the green and the flickering, the rectangle displayed on the live or playback image, you can display the highlight and click Save. And when you go back to the monitoring, please get to the stream once again, and you will see that there is no highlight at all. But by default, it is disabled. Overlay the temperature information. It is used for the thermal camera. If enabled, you can see the temperature information displayed on the live video and playback image. GPU hardware decoding. Enable this for live view and playback to save the CPU resources. Alright, and now image. Set the video quality and also the encoding mode, GPU encoding or the CPU decoding. Alright, and toolbar we have tried in the live view and playback part. And also we have some shortcut when operating a USB joystick and a USB keyboard. And you can try this working with keyboard. Alright, this is the settings for the monitoring part, and we will check the alarm settings in the alarm center in the next course. Alright, that's all about the monitoring. Let's call it a day, and please stay tuned to the next course, alarm operation. Thank you so much.